Okay, everybody, I'm back, and I thought the last video was going to be my last one. No, I fell asleep. I was so tired, and I just bookmarked where I left off, and we were discussing annuities. Um, Annuities, and we're getting into riders, but right now we're going to discuss annuities. So this one is features fixed annuity, variable annuity. The interest rate is guaranteed by the insurer. No guarantee. Underlining investments is general account, separate accounts, state state safe, conservative equities with no guarantee. So I'm seeing what's going on here. So what it's trying to say is fixed annuities, they have interest rate that's guaranteed by the insurer, whereas variable annuities do not have a guarantee. Underlining investments under fixed annuity, they're general accounts, they're safe, conservative, and variable annuities are separate account, equities, and no guarantees. Now, license needed for fixed annuity, life insurance, and variable annuities, you need the life insurance and a securities license. Expenses on fixed annuity, it's guaranteed, as well as variable annuities, guaranteed. Income payment on fixed, it's guaranteed. Now, variable, there's no guarantee because it goes up and down. Index annuities. Now we're going to talk about index annuities. Index annuities, or equity index annuities, are fixed annuities that invest on a relatively aggressive basis to aim for higher returns. Like a fixed annuity, the index annuity has a guaranteed minimum interest rate, typically 3 or 4, which provides a guarantee for a certain rate of growth. At the end of the contract term, so they guarantee a minimum interest rate, typically 3 or 4, which provides a guarantee for a certain rate growth. At the end of a contract term, the annuity will be credited with the greater of the guaranteed minimum value or a certain index value. The current interest rate is actually credited, is often tied to a familiar index like Standard and Poor 500. Generally, the insurance company reserve the initial returns for themselves, but pay the excess to the annuitant. For example, a company may keep the first 4% earned for itself, but any accumulation in the excess of 4% is credited to the annuitant's account. So if the interest earned is 12%, the company keeps 4% and credits the client with 8%. They don't deserve it. Equity index annuities are less risky than the variable annuity or mutual fund, but are expected to earn higher interest rate than a fixed annuity. Immediate versus deferred annuities. Annuities can also be classified according to the income payments from the annuity from when the annuity began. An immediate annuity is one that is purchased with a single lump sum and provides income payments that start within 1 year from the date of purchase. Typically, an immediate annuity will begin the first payment as early as 1 month from the purchase date. Most commonly, this type of annuity is known as a single premium immediate annuity, or SEPIA. SPIA. A deferred annuity, however, is an annuity in which the income payments become sometime after 1 year from the date purchased. Deferred annuities can be funded with either a single lump sum or through periodic payments, flexible premium deferred annuities. Periodic payments can vary from year to year. The longer the annuity is deferred, the more flexibility for payment of premiums is allowed. Know this, an immediate annuity is purchased with a single premium. Know this, income payments from a deferred begin sometime after 1 year from the date of purchase. An annuity payment options. Specifically, how annuity funds are to be paid out, they are similar to settlement options used in life insurance that determine how the policy proceeds are distributed to the beneficiary. Life contingency options, pure life versus life with guaranteed minimum. The life annuity will pay a specific amount for the remainder of the annuitant's life. With pure life, also known as life only or straight life, this payment ceases at the annuitant's death, no matter how soon the annuitization period that it occurs. This option provides the highest monthly benefits for an individual annuitant. Under this option, while the annuitant's payments are guaranteed for a lifetime of the annuitant, there is no guarantee at all that the proceeds will be fully paid out. Under the life with guaranteed minimum settlement option, if the annuitant dies before the principal amount has been paid, the remainder of the principal amount will be funded to the beneficiary. This option is called Refund Life. It guarantees the entire principal amount will be paid out. Know this: Pure Life Annuities provides the highest monthly premium, but there's no guarantee that the entire principal will be paid out. There are two types of refund life annuities: cash refund. When annuitant dies, the beneficiary receives a lump sum refund of the principal minus benefit payments ready made to the annuitant. Cash refund option does not guarantee to pay any interest. Installment refund. When the annuitant dies, the beneficiary will continue to receive guaranteed installments until the entire principal has been paid out. Note: however, any unpaid annuity follows the death of an annuitant are taxed when paid to the beneficiary. Life with period term certain is another life contingency payout option. Under this option, the annuity payments are guaranteed for the lifetime of the annuitant and for a specified period of the lifetime of the beneficiary. For example, a life income with a 20-year period certain option would provide the annuitant with an income while the annuitant is living for the entire life. If, however, the annuitant dies shortly after payments begin, the payments will be continued to the beneficiary for the remainder of the 20-year period. Single life versus multiple life. Single life annuities cover one life, and annuity payments are made with reference to one life only. Contributions can be made with a single premium or periodic premium based with some subsequent values accumulated until the contract is annuitized. Multiple life annuities cover two or more lives. The most common multiple annuity are joint life and joint and survivor. Joint life is a payout arrangement where two or more annuitants receive payments until the first death among the annuitants. Then payments stop. Joint and survivor. The joint and survivor arrangement is a modification of life income beyond option in that it guarantees an income of for two recipients that neither can outlive, although it is possible for the surviving recipient to receive payments in the same amount as the first recipient to die. Most contracts provide that the surviving recipients will continue to receive a reduced payment after the first recipient dies. Most commonly, this option is written as joint and half survivor or joint and 2/3 survivor, in which the surviving beneficiary receives half or 2/3 of what was a couple's retirement. As with the life income option, there are no guarantees at all that the proceeds will be paid out if both beneficiaries die shortly after the installments begin. Ugh, it's like they want to keep your money. Annuities certain. In contrast with life contingency benefit payment options, annuities certain are short-term annuities that limit the amount paid to a certain fixed period or until a certain fixed amount is liquidated. Fixed period. With fixed period installments, the annuitant selects the time period for the benefits, and the insurer provides how much each payment will be based upon the value of the account and future earnings projects. This option pays for a specified amount for time only, whether or not the annuitant is living. Know this: a fixed period option pays for a specific time only, whether or not the annuitant is living or not. Is living. Fixed amount. With fixed amount installments, the annuitant selects how much each payment will be, and the insurer determines how long the benefits will be paid by analyzing the value of the account and future earnings. This option pays a specific amount until funds are exhausted, whether or not the annuitant is living. Chapter recap. This chapter was full of information about certain types of insurance policies and annuities. Make sure you know all types of policies discussed and can recognize their major characteristics, as well as compare and contrast different types of policies. So let's recap all of these concepts. General characteristics under term life. They're pure protection. They last for a specific term, and there's no cash value. I gotta get the right page. Level premium. Level death premium and level premium. That's level premium term. Annually renewable term. It renews each year without proof of eligibility or insurability. Premiums increase due to the attained age. Decreasing term. Coverage gradually decreases at predetermined times. Best used when the need for protection declines from a year to year. Features of term policies. Renewable. Renew the policy without evidence of insurability, and they're convertible. Right to convert the term policy into a permanent policy without evidence of insurability. Now, whole life. General characteristics. It's permanent protection. It guarantees elements, face amount, premium, and cash value until the age of 100. Level premium. the cash value, and other living benefits. Originally, whole life continuation premium. It's a basic policy, level death benefit. The insured pays premium for life or until the age of 100. Limited payment. Premiums are paid until a certain time. Coverage is in effect to the age of 100. Single premium. Premiums paid in on one lump sum continues to age 100. Flexible premium. General characteristics, types of whole life insurance, flexible premium. And then there's universal life, a insurance component in the form of a new annually renewable term. Universal life has two death benefit options. Option 1A is level death benefit, and option B is increasing death benefit. Can make a partial surrender and cash withdrawal with universal life. Variable life. Other types of policies. Fixed premium, minimum death benefit, cash value, and actual amount of death benefits are not guaranteed. This is variable life. Assets in separate accounts, and agents must be duly licensed in insurance and securities. Combination plans. There's joint life, where premium is based on the joint average age of the insured. Death upon the first death, it pays upon the first death only. Then they have survivorship life. Premiums on joint average age of the insured. Death option upon the last death. So the survivor. Annuities. So the phases, accumulation is when the payments are paid in. Annuitization is the payout. So accumulation, pay in. Annuitization is when they pay out. Now, annuitant is the insured, must be a natural person. Annuity and issued on annuitant's life. Beneficiary will receive the amount contributed to annuities plus any gain if the annuitant dies during the accumulation period. Owner has all the rights to the policy. Usually the annuitant can be corroborated, or trust. Types of annuities. There's fixed annuities, where it's guaranteed fixed payment amount. Premium general account. There's variable annuities. Payments are not guaranteed. Premiums in separate account, and invest in stock and bonds. Index annuities. Interest rate tied to an index. Earn higher rate than fixed annuities, not as risky as variable annuities or mutual funds. Premium payments, one single lump sum, that's single premium, and that's created for immediate annuities and deferred annuities. There's periodic or flexible premium, and this is the principle is created over time, used for deferred annuities only. Income payments, immediate, purchased with a single amount income payment, starts within 12 months from the date of purchase. Deferred, purchase with either a lump sum or periodic payments. Benefits start sometime after 1 year of the date of purchase. And payout option. The payout options for annuity, you can do lump sum received at the annuitization, life only. It's a straight life. Payments for the rest of the life of the annuitant's life pays the highest monthly amount. Refund life annuity, guaranteed lifetime income upon the annuitant's death. Balance is refunded to the beneficiary in cash or installments. Joint life payout is two or more annuitants receive payments until the first death. Then the payments cease. Joint and survivor, income for two or more that cannot be outlived, often used with period certain. Now, period certain is payment guaranteed for a fixed period or until certain fixed amount is paid out. No life contingencies. Here's a question. Which of the following statements is true concerning my gosh, a accidental death rider? An accidental death rider, it will pay double or triple the face amount. The accidental death rider pays 2 or 3 times the face amount if the death is a result of an accident as defined in the policy and occurs within 90 days of such accidents. They want to know like time, dates. Okay. That was annuities. Now we're getting into life policies, riders, provisions, options, and exclusions. I feel so itchy. I've been having allergies. Okay. Provisions. Define the characteristics of an insurance contract and are fairly universal from one policy to the next. Riders are added to the policy to modify the provisions that already exist. Options offer Options offer insurers and insureds ways to invest or distribute distribute a sum of money available in a life policy. It is essential for you to have good understanding of different provisions, riders, and options for future life insurance actions. Terms to know: activities of daily living, ADLS. A person's essential activities, including bathing, dressing, eating, transferring, toileting, assignment, the transfer of rights of policy ownership, consideration, something of value that each party gives the other, binding force in a contract, any contract. Ensure, oh, let me see, losing track here. Any contract. Indemnity, a principle of reimbursement on which the insurer is based in the event of loss, and the insurer reimburses the insured for beneficiaries for the loss. Lump sum, payment of the entire benefit in one lump sum. Minor, a person under age legally. NAIC, National Association Insurance Commissioners, an organization composed of insurance commissioners from all states and jurisdictions, formed to resolve insurance regulatory issues. Principal is the face amount of a policy, face value of a policy. The original amount invested before the earnings. Policy provisions, the entire contract. The entire contract provision stipulates that the policy and a copy of the application, along with any riders or amendments, constitute the entire contract. No statements made before the contract was written can be used to alter the contract. Neither the insured nor the insured may change the policy provisions once the policy is in effect without both parties agreeing to it and change being affixed to the contract. Know this: the entire contract equals the policy plus copy of application plus any riders or amendments. Insuring clause. The insuring clause for issuing agreement sets forth the basic agreement between the insurer and the insured. It states the insurer promises to pay the death benefit upon the insured's death. The insuring clause usually is located on the policy face page and also defines who the parties to the contract are, how long the coverage is in force, and the type of loss it insured against. Free look. This provision allows a policy owner a specific number of days from the receipt to look over the policy and, if dissatisfied for any reason, return for a full refund of premium. The free look period states that when the policy owner receives a policy, not when the insured issues a policy. Certain types of policies may require a longer free look period, or the period may be set by state statute. Consideration. Both parties to a contract must provide some value or consideration in order for the contract to be valid. The consideration provision states that the consideration or value offered by the insurer is a premium, and statements made in the application. The consideration given by the insurer is a promise to pay in accordance with the terms of the contract. The consideration clause is not always a separate provision, but is often included in the entire contract provision. A separate provision concerning the payment of the policy premiums is usually also found in the policy. Owner's rights. The parties to the insurance contract are the insurer, the policy owner, the insured, and the beneficiary. The policy owner and the insured may be the same person or a different person. Regardless, only the policy owner has ownership rights under the policy, and not the insured or the beneficiary. Among the ownership rights are naming and changing the beneficiary. Receiving the policy's living benefits, selecting a benefit payment amount or payment option, and assigning the policy. The policy owner has the responsibility of paying the policy premiums and is also the person who must have an insurable interest in the insured at the time of the application for the insurance. With the owner and the insured are not the same, when the owner and the insured are not the same person, the insurance arrangement is referred to as a third-party ownership. The beneficiary does not have to have an insurable interest in the insured In addition, the policy owner does not have to name the beneficiary in order for the policy to be valid. Benefits designated to a minor will either be paid out to the minor's guardian or paid to a trustee of the minor if the trust is named beneficiary or paid as directed by court. The guardian and trustee can be the same person. It is generally accepted not to be a good practice to have life insurance benefits payable to a minor. Designated class. A class of beneficiary. A class of beneficiary is usually a designation such as my children. This term can be vague if the insured has been married more than once, or has adopted children, or has children out of wedlock. An example of class that is less vague is children of the union of Jane Smith and James Smith. Many insurers encourage the insurers to name each child specifically and to state the percentage of the benefit they are to receive. When naming beneficiaries, it is most pertinent to be specific by naming each individual and by designating the exact amount given for that individual. 2 class designations are available for use when an insurer chooses to group the beneficiary per capita and per stripes. Per capita, meaning by head evenly, the bloodlines, distributes the benefits of the beneficiary who died before. So per capita, meaning by the head, evenly distributes the benefits among the living named beneficiaries. Per stripes, meaning by the bloodline, distributes the benefits of the beneficiary who died before the insured to the beneficiary heirs. Okay. Primary and contingent. The beneficiary designated can provide for 3 levels of priority or choice in the event of the first beneficiary predeceases the insured. The second or sometimes third level in the succession of beneficiaries will be entitled to the death proceeds. Each level of succession of beneficiaries is only eligible for the death benefit if the beneficiaries in and the levels above them have died before the insured. Primary beneficiary is the first to claim the policy proceeds following the death of the insured. The policy may name more than one primary beneficiary. Arrangements. Ugh. The policy owner, if of a life insurance policy, has a right to transfer partial or complete ownership of the policy to another person without the consent of the insurer. However, the owner must notify the insurer in writing of the assignment, not assuming responsibility or for its validity. The company's major concern is paying a claim twice. Transfer of life insurance policy does not change the insured's or the insured amount of coverage. It can only change who has the policy ownership rights. The assignment provision specifies the ownership rights to assign transfer rights ownership to the policy. The policy owner must advise the insurer in writing of assignment that there are two types of assignment. Absolute assignment involves transferring all rights of ownership to another person or entity. This is a permanent and total transfer of all rights. Collateral assignment involves a transfer of partial rights to another person, and its assignments is partial and temporarily assigned income. Know this: absolute assignment is the complete and permanent transfer of ownership rights. Collateral assignment is partial and temporary transfer of rights. Beneficiary designation. The beneficiary in or interest to which the policy proceeds will be paid upon death of the insured. The beneficiary may be a person, a class of persons, sometimes used with children of the insured. The insured's death, the insured's estate, or a stipulation or institution or other entity such as a foundation, charity, corporation, or trustee of a trust. Trusts are commonly used in conjunction with beneficiary designation to manage life insurance proceeds for a minor or for estate tax purposes. Although naming the trust as beneficiary does not avoid estate taxes. Okay. My eyes are running together. Okay. I'm okay. There are a few other things here, like loans, grace period. But much of it has been covered.